The relatively stable tension was maintained during the night on Tuesday in all directions of the front line of Artsakh, Nagorno-Karabakh. The Azerbaijani armed forces continue to also keep the peaceful Artsakh settlements under missile and artillery fire that are affected among the civilian population. After midnight, the adversary subversive team tried to succeed in the direction of Shushi town, but was driven back, suffering heavy losses. The capital Stepanakert was shelled last night by the Azerbaijani army. The photos have been shared. The Artsakh Information Center has published photos from Shushi as well, presenting the aftermath of the city being shelled by the Azerbaijani army on Wednesday. At around 10:30 a.m. on Wednesday, the Azerbaijani armed forces launched another attack on the front line southeast of Artsakh. The Artsakh Defense Army units, hitting 3 tanks of the adversary, stopped the latter's attack. At around 12:55 p.m., the adversary launched another attack in the same direction, but losing 2 more tanks as well as 2 infantry combat vehicles, was again thrown back to its initial positions. In the meantime, at around 10:30 a.m., 3 advancing Azerbaijani army tanks were destroyed in the southern direction of Artsakh. After midnight, the Azerbaijani side resumed its plan of shelling the peaceful settlements of Artsakh. It used heavy artillery in the direction of Shushi. At 1:30 p.m. Tuesday, Azerbaijan tried to pull out of the gorge in the direction of Karbajar and using smoke cannons the bodies of their soldiers fallen the previous day. However, it was thrown back, leaving 2 more corpses. The Artsakh Defense Army units on Wednesday carried out search operations in the direction of possible infiltration by the subversive teams of the Azerbaijani armed forces. Therefore, some sections of the Shushi-Berzor motorway are temporarily closed to the civilian population. Meanwhile, the encirclement and neutralization operations against the detected Azerbaijani army units were underway in the direction of Artsakh's Shushi town. The Investigative Committee of Armenia on Tuesday brought charges against Syrian citizen Yusuf Alabet al-Haji on international terrorism, serious violations of international humanitarian law during armed conflicts, and mercenary. On the same day, a petition was submitted to the court to remand him in custody. Al-Haji is the second Syrian mercenary detained in Artsakh. As of Wednesday afternoon, the military death toll of the Armenian side has exceeded 1,100. However, at least 46 civilians have been killed and 144 others have been injured in Artsakh as a result of the Azerbaijani-Turkish military aggression ever since September 27th. Some of these attacks were carried out with cluster munitions, which are prohibited under international humanitarian law. As a result of shelling and artillery fire, more than 13,800 private real estate, mainly apartments and houses, as well as over 3,100 infrastructures, public and production facilities, and 61 schools and 10 kindergartens were damaged in Artsakh.